Hi, my name is Simon. I'm starting this YouTube channel called AussieOstomy. The reason I'm starting it is mainly for my journey and reflecting back and that sort of thing, but I've also noticed that when I've been researching to have this surgery done, that there's not a lot of men out there who do these videos. So we're a little bit different, I guess, in some instances, and things like what we wear and that sort of stuff. And also, the Australian content isn't that big either. So there's a lot of people from US, Canada, UK who post a lot, and I follow them, and they're amazing. But not too many Aussies, and I think our medical systems are so different that it's probably an important thing that some more Aussies jump on and talk about the products that we get and how we get them and that sort of thing as well. So I wanted to give you a bit of history. Sorry, I'm not looking directly at the camera because I'm using my iPad. I don't have a camera yet, and I will get one. But so if I'm looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at myself through the screen and not the actual camera. Um, so early 2019, I was on my way home from work on the train, started to feel really unwell. Got to a point where I felt I had to get off the train because I wasn't going to make it home. I was about 4 stops away, not too far, but couldn't do it. And it was kind of the last train stop before I knew there would be a public toilet. So those of you who have ulcerative colitis and possibly Crohn's know what I'm going to say next, into the point where it was like the worst case of gastro that I'd ever had in my life, but it didn't quite feel like gastro. It felt different. So it was bad. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it was bad, to the point where I felt I needed to call an ambulance because I could not get myself up. And while I'm talking to the ambulance guy, I must have passed out because I was sort of leaning against the stall and my phone was on the floor. Yeah, so it wasn't good. Anyway, off to hospital I went. They determined that I had a gastric virus, bug thing, whatever. Didn't feel that was quite right, but I wasn't going to argue. Medical professionals, they should know. Got pumped with heaps of fluid because I'd lost so much. They tested to make sure it wasn't heart related. That wasn't hard. It was just that. Anyway, things just didn't quite feel right after that. Kept having gastro-like symptoms, but with blood and mucus and us UC sufferers and what we have. So fast forward to me trying to continue working a full-time job, me trying to stay awake, all those symptoms, exhaustion. I couldn't work a full week. The beginning of the year, I had long service leave, I had annual leave, I have sick leave, all gone, all gone. It got to the point where I can't keep living like this. So I have, with the discussion with my gastroenterologist, because none of the medications are working, I've gone all through everything. Nothing worked for me, and I feel like I'm getting worse. The pain's getting worse. It's moving into different positions in my abdomen, so you kind of know things aren't quite working, and it's getting worse. So the choice was, do I keep getting worse? Do I keep increasing my risk of colon cancer? Do I make a decision? I spoke to my gastroenterologist, and I said, the funny thing, the first appointment with him is I said, don't you ever get me on a bag. I wouldn't do it. No way. Fast forward a year, I need a bag. I'm done with this. I'm physically, mentally, emotionally drained and exhausted. So tomorrow, being the 8th of January 2009, 8th of January 2020, I'm having my ileostomy surgery. So they're not going to be removing my colon. That's not the plan. The plan is to let my system rest. I go on Humira at some point this month or next month. It's been approved. And my goal is to heal while I'm not using my large intestine, my colon. And then hopefully in the future I will do a reversal if everything goes according to plan. Obviously when they go in tomorrow, they obviously will make the decision whether that's appropriate, or removing a portion of my bowel, a colon, large intestine, all of it. Highly unlikely, but obviously this surgery is going to determine what's required. So I intend to give updates, product updates, explain how things work here in Australia and how we get our products. We have a public system called Medicare. We pay through our tax, and my products are covered by Medicare. Our health insurance here won't cover disposable products, so that's why the colostomy or the ileostomy bags or ostomy bags, whatever, and products associated cannot be covered because they're disposable. So Medicare does pay for all of it, which is fantastic. So working with my stoma nurse, we'll order all those products after surgery, and everything else is the same. We stay in hospital 5 days minimum. We learn how to change our bags, clean our bags, empty our bags, and how to order our products as well. So I don't want this to go on too long. It's my first one, but I'm hoping that I can help people out there who are nervous, scared, worried, going through things and not sure if it's normal, and hear someone else say, I'm going through it too. That can be really helpful. So I'm 46 years old. My name is Simon. I'm in Australia. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I do have a European background, which is why I look European, so I'm not from Europe. And the other thing, I think I couldn't find any other gay men out there who have been going through this. And there are men out there, but they're just not on YouTube or putting their stories out there. So I'm hoping that we have different concerns to heterosexual men and women as well when it comes to this region of our bodies. So I hopefully will be able to help, assist, aid, inform gay men out there too. So I do follow a few people on YouTube. Maggie, and her is Let's Talk IBD. I think she's either in Canada or the US. I know, we're terrible. I don't understand. Not too good at remembering names, and also fasting. And you know, with brain fog too and fasting, I'm a bit more brain foggy than usual. I start my tablets in about 2 hours, and I'm working. I'm at home, but I work from home most times. So fingers crossed that works okay. I work till 5:45, so I've got to take my tablets at 3:30, and then I've got to take my first sachet of Picolax at 5:30. So this will be an interesting day. I get admitted tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. and hopefully have my surgery at 1 if everything goes according to plan. So I should have a stoma on my right side. Now everyone does name their stoma, so I've named mine Dexter. So I'll be meeting Dexter tomorrow afternoon sometime, evening, whenever I wake up. And I'll do my best to try and update you throughout the hospital journey as well. I probably won't post anything until I'm out of hospital and I'm home recovering, and I can, go through the videos and put them through. So, I hope you not enjoy, I don't know if that's the right word. I hope you find my information and videos helpful. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to follow my journey. And I think that's all for today, and I will probably check in tomorrow from the hospital. My partner is going to take me in the morning, and our niece is down from Seoul, and she's staying with us for a few days. So she'll come in with us, and then they'll go off and do their things. There's no point in hanging around the hospital when I'm unconscious. So, so now I'm babbling, but that's okay. I do that, so you'll have to get used to that as well. So goodbye. I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye.